but this guy don't want me make invest for this place. The haircut is move it. This is a hospital, not a with my brother.
No, I will not.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the movie Criminal. This movie is from Ant Hill Studio, written by Akinmolayan, directed by Dolapo, Adigun, produced by Victoria Akujobi. This is a hostage drama set within the walls of a hospital. This tells the story of a criminal gang leader who holds a hospital hostage in order to get a life-saving treatment for his wounded younger brother. Now I'm talking about the cast and performances in this movie. So for one, we have the gang leader himself, the main guy in the movie, who is Uzor. Coincidentally was played by Uzor Arukwe. Of course, he delivers a very captivating performance as this hot-headed thug who, believes that he can achieve anything through violence, through force. Like he can get what he wants by, doing that. And of course, Uzor, being a talented actor, was of course able to bring his character to life. He did a very good performance on his end. Another character you get to see is Dr. Amara, who is the owner of the hospital that was held hostage. Her character is one that is very strong-willed, very unshaken. Like nothing phases her, nothing shakes her, nothing moves her. Like you can't get her to do something against her will. And this character was played by Funlola. Another person you get to see in the movie, of course, is character Obehi, who was also one of the thugs that came into the hospital with Uzor. So Obehi was played by Chuks Joseph. So he was the menace of the group. He was just one that even started everything. He was one that was just very, like, I feel like all of them were hot temper, but his own was just too much. He just wanted to shoot and just kill people and just get rid of people. That was his own thing. He wasn't logical at all. He wasn't thinking with his brain. He was just thinking with his weapon, and he delivered that character very well because his character was very annoying. The third gang member is the character Ekene, who was played by Bryan. So I feel he was more or less the level-headed one in the group. He was more or less trying to make everybody serious in and mediate between Obi and Uzor. Next person I'm talking about would be the officer Bade, who was played by Taye. So honestly, I think it's my first time seeing him play a police officer role, and he did his thing, coming in to infiltrate the hospital and more or less save people. I think he did well on his end. Somebody else you get to see Segun Arinze, who was the DPO in this movie. He did well. You also get to see some familiar faces, which include, these doctors in the movie. So we have Dr. Gbemi, who was played by Gbubemi, Ejeye. You also get to see Dr. Gbadebo, who was played by Obehi, Aburime. You also get to see Dr. Hassan, who was played by OG Tega. You'd also get to see Dr. Anita, who was played by Mariam Peters. And of course, the wounded younger brother was Chioma in this movie. He was played by Austine Onuoha. So now I'll be talking about things I did not like in the movie. First one would of course be a lot of people did not have to die. Like it got to a point in the movie, it was like they were just shooting people, they were just killing people off. Like it was like, what was the point of that? Why are you doing that? Like so many people did not need to die. It was so unnecessary. Another thing I did not like in the movie was that time was wasted. They wasted so much time in this movie. Let me explain. When the movie opens up here, there is this accident, this fatal, bus accident. So a lot of people are injured. A lot of people are rushed to this hospital to get treatment. And, in the process of getting them treated and all of that, the gang, people come in with their wounded person. They want, the hospital to treat the case as a priority, meaning they should take care of the brother right now and discard everybody else. But there was so much time involved in, having a back and forth, having a conversation, having more or less a negotiation. The guys, Uzor says, oh, bring Dr. Nwachukwu, let her attend to him. The doctor on site is telling him he can't bring the doctor, that she's busy. There was so much back and forth, so much unnecessary scenes, so many things that could have been cut short or taken out of the movie, because the critical patients that came in due to the accidents, with the way time was wasted, all those people could have died. And also, like, what is the big deal? Why could Uzor and the gang not take his brother to another hospital? Like, they did not explain that to us, because that was one thing they kept going back to. Take him to another hospital. They said they can't. So they didn't give us a valid reason, a good enough reason for us to understand why they were so insistent on that hospital treating the brother. And also, out of all the accidents, critical patients that came into the hospital that morning, only one person was saved, which was the pregnant woman and her baby. And that was just, it was just annoying because they had a lot of doctors. They could have done things, they could have saved people, but it was like they just forgot about that. They forgot about all these critical patients. Another thing that I did not like in the movie, because I think this is, for me, this is my first hostage, Nigerian hostage, movie. So I was so excited to see how it would play out. When the gang came into the hospital and, requesting for Dr. Wachuku, at the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe there's a connection. Maybe he knows her. Maybe there's something that ties these two people together. Maybe there's a backstory as to why he is requesting for the owner of the hospital. Why he even mentioned her by name. It's more or less suggests like there's a relationship of some sort, or they know themselves, or there's just something tying them. But my dear, like, there was nothing. There's nothing there. It was just to just get the viewers curious about it, but there was nothing there. There was no relationship, there was no friendship. They did not know themselves from Adam. He just mentioned her by name because according to him, she's Igbo, and this is the owner of the hospital is Igbo, so she wants this Igbo doctor to treat the brother, which did not make sense to me, honestly, because the way he was so serious about this hospital, blah blah blah, you'll be expecting so much. I was so hopeful that they'll give us one twist, something that will just blow our mind, something we're not expecting, but nah, nothing like that. Another thing I did not like, honestly, was towards the end of the movie when the people were saved and all of that jazz. When Obi was shot, I don't know if it's just me or I'm just overthinking this, but when Obi was shot, was that not the same gunshot wound that Chima had, that he was able to survive till the next day without getting treatment? But Obi died on the spot, but Chima was able to miraculously survive after getting that his own gunshot wound the night prior to. Sure, do you see, like, are you connecting what I'm saying? Like, does it make sense to you? Like, it wasn't really giving. And of course, the closing scene, when Uzor was injected with whatever he was injected with, and he was just giving us all this dramatic walkabout and doing it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. But that is enough. Because if you enjoyed the movie, if you liked the movie, please can you leave in the comment section what exactly you enjoyed watching in the movie, what you liked watching in the movie. It was enjoyable, and I have like some actors that I love watching who were also in this movie. So that was also nice to see. All in all, the movie is different. It's something new to Nigerian TV. Another thing would be the movie more or less makes you understand that you can try as much as you want to save people, but you cannot save somebody that doesn't want to be saved. Honestly, you cannot. You could see how that played out with the two brothers, how Chima was well to do, being the younger brother to Uzo. He was, had a family, he was doing well and everything, but he still wanted to make sure his brother becomes better. He got him out of prison, was trying to get him something to do, but Uzo was not determined. Uzo had not made up his own mind to want to change from, his old ways. He was still stuck in that way. So you can't change somebody that doesn't want to be changed. Honestly, you can try and try and try, but everything would come to naught, which you will get to see in this movie. Like, it was so painful. Like, of course it is his brother and you would want the best for your brother, but at the end of the day, there's so much you can do, there's so much you can take. Like, there's a limit to everything. So criminal, a Nigerian hostage drama movie. Are you curious to see what happens in the movie? Then you should check it out. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Let me know any other movies you're currently watching down in the comment section. Check out my other movie reviews as well.